If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
Breaking news out of Toronto. A shooting has occurred outside the home of Canadian rapper Drake, the incident occurring in the wake of Drake's ongoing beef with fellow rapper Kendrick Lamar. CP24's Courtney Heels is on the scene with more. Courtney, we see the police tape behind you. What more can you tell us?
Good morning, Marcy. I can tell you there is a pretty heavy police presence along this road. This is Park Lane Circle. It's the street that Drake lives on. This is as close to the scene as we can get. You can see they have a Toronto police van here, a couple of officers blocking the road, also yellow police tape here too. Now, Chopper 24, that's our newsroom helicopter, was able to get over Drake's home earlier. And in that video, we saw some yellow police tape in the courtyard of his home. Also some people going in and out of the house. And as you reported, that CP24 reporting there is a source confirming there was a shooting outside of his home. We do not know if Drake was home at the time, and this is all happening in the wake of this ongoing feud with another artist, Kendrick Lamar. We don't know if there's a connection here just yet. We are in touch with Toronto Police to see if they can share any more on this investigation. They are staying pretty tight-lipped, but what I can also tell you, police are sharing that they are investigating a shooting in this general area where we are. This is the Bridle Path neighborhood. Police say they were called to the Lawrence and Bayview area at about 2 in the morning. That's really close to where we are. At that time, that was a shooting investigation, and police and paramedics told us a man, an adult, was rushed to hospital with serious injuries, and they were still looking for a suspect seen leaving the area. Now, we've reached out to police to see, okay, is that shooting that was clearly very close to that connected to this one? They're just not saying just yet. We expect an update on this pretty soon, especially given the attention this is getting this morning right now. But the latest on this breaking news, a shooting outside of Drake's home happened sometime overnight. We don't have any further details. We don't know if the artist was there, but this is a pretty significant police presence in this neighborhood. Marcia, as I say, this is as close as we can get. I was actually on the other side of the road here, and again, entirely blocked off by cruisers, and we can not really see from this vantage point, but our chopper overhead was able to show us police in the courtyard of the home, and there's some yellow police tape up there too.
Okay, you've hit a couple of key points that I wanted to follow up on. So we don't know exactly what time the shooting occurred, Courtney?
No, and we're kind of going off of the other update from Toronto Police with that suggestion that they did investigate a shooting overnight at about 2 in the morning in the Bayview and Lawrence area. And again, they're not saying, okay, that's close enough to hear this is the same shooting, just not yet. They're staying pretty quiet on this one. So we're just waiting to get more information. But we do know this happened at the very least overnight, because first thing this morning, this is what neighbors in this residential area, I guess you could say, this is a very affluent neighborhood that we're in. They woke up to this heavy police presence and obviously a lot of questions about what happened too.
Yeah, and to that, and I know you've just arrived on the scene, and for our viewers across the country, you kind of touched on it there too. This is an affluent neighborhood, but it's pretty open. Yeah. Everybody knew where Drake lived. Yeah. There is a lot of space between the houses. The homes are mansions. Have you had a chance to speak to anyone? Are people able to leave the neighborhood and drive out? Are things blocked off? Set more of the scene for us there, please. Again, for the benefit of our viewers across the country who aren't familiar with this area, we know in Toronto is the Bridle Path.
Yeah, so anybody who lives in the Toronto area likely is pretty familiar with this neighborhood, Bridle Path, big mansions. It's a gorgeous neighborhood, a lot of space between these homes too. In terms of the actual location where Drake lives as well, it is well known. A lot of people know he lives on this street right behind me here. As for talking to neighbors, I haven't just yet. Keep in mind, it's not as simple as kind of knocking on doors. I mean, I literally have to go up giant driveways, and I will do that. We just arrived here because this is a story that really broke only 45 minutes or so ago. So we wanted to get here, of course, first to give you this perspective. There are some homes along here, Marcia, that I see are within the yellow police tape, so I'll keep an eye out, of course, to see if anybody's going in and out. Other homes in the area, there's no impact there. Many, once they do come out of their home, they'll likely see this because the whole road is blocked off.
Okay, great reporting. Courtney Hills, thanks so much.
Now, this the type of thing that I didn't want to happen. Now, I understand we got two brothers. I'm talking about two giants in the hip-hop industry going toe-to-toe. Right? I'm talking about really disrespecting each other, talking crazy. I'm talking about getting personal. body blows, low blows. You know, I'm talking about, man, these brothers right here is going at each other's neck like I'm talking about like they hated each other. Not only that, Kendrick Lamar publicly said, man, I hate you, right? And then Drake accused Kendrick Lamar of beating up on his child's mother. I mean, I'm talking about like these brothers. This rap beef right here was probably the most personal rap beef that I have ever witnessed in my lifetime. Now, we have the Jay-Z and the Nas. Yeah, they rap beef was kind of personal, but at the same time, you can tell that they were just talking crazy to each other. You know, shooting jabs at each other, making fun of one another. This rap beef here? No. These guys are personal jabbing, body blowing, low blowing. I'm talking about completely disrespecting each other. Whenever you talk about a man's child, his child's mother, the father, and the mama in a rap beef, and the things that you are saying could potentially be true, no, this is different. This is way different. This is not just a regular rap battle. You know, one of those rap battles when you see guys got the hardest punch lines and they saying stuff about you and stuff like that. Stuff that you can go home and say, hey man, that was funny, bro. This stuff here that these boys doing right here, this ain't funny. No, these boys right here is real personal. Now, allow me to say this right here, right? This right here, a shooting at Drake's mansion, is the things that I'm talking about, is the thing that I didn't want this to come to. But being that this rap game and being that this rap beef is so personal, hey, Kendrick Lamar house might be next. And I mean, I'm not wishing that on Kendrick Lamar, but I'm just saying because this beef right here has almost divided the nation. I'm talking about the nation of hip hop. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about stomp down Kendrick Lamar fans standing on it. Kendrick Lamar won. And they believe everything that Kendrick Lamar has said about Drake without doubt or contradiction. And here it is, you got the Drake fans standing on it, stomped down, believing every word that Drake said without doubt or contradiction. And we got to understand something, y'all. When these fans get to beefing, then there's another beef that has been created. Listen, let me tell y'all something, and I got to be 100 with y'all. When I was coming up, it was the Biggie and the Tupac beef. When it first started brewing. Everybody in my neighborhood, we was Tupac. And we would listen to Biggie. But when it came down to beefing, if Tupac came to the projects over North Minneapolis and say, hey, look, we finna go ride. We ride with Tupac. I'm talking about without thinking twice about it. Hey, go get this, go get that, load this up. Tupac out here. We finna go ride. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to understand the seriousness of this type of stuff. These rappers are influencing young minds, and young minds do dumb shit. Excuse my language. But we all know young minds do dumb stuff. So here it is. We got this man mansion being shot up and shot at, and we have a man that has been shot. So I got to ask the question, how does a person come to I'm talking about a upscale neighborhood, goes to Drake house, finds somebody to shoot? There had to have been some type of interaction. Did the man come knock on the door? Did the man ring the doorbell? Was the man out at the gate saying, hey, I'm DoorDash, I got your food? What's going on? How did he get access to somebody to the mansion? Because usually at these type of I'm talking about these big houses like this, they have security. I'm talking about cameras, if not, human security. And when you see somebody come to the gate that's unknown and you don't know, you leave them out there. You send security out there. Hey, go see who is that at the gate. We didn't ask nobody. But this man right here gets shot at like 2 something in the morning. What's going on? What's going on? Like, I mean, this right here is abnormal. It shouldn't have happened. But here it is again. Like I said, you have these fans, y'all. Look, you have these fans. I'm talking about they all on the internet beefing with each other, talking crazy to each other. I'm talking about, man, where you at? I slide, I spin the block. All over somebody else's beef. Y'all think I'm playing? Man, look, go to Instagram, go to Facebook, and then read the comments. You gonna see people in there, young men and women, really beefing. Talking about what they'll do. I slap you down. I did that. Talking about what they'll do to each other over somebody else's beef. This is real life. People take this type of stuff personal. So you got to think, if the fans is taking it personal, just imagine to the guys that are involved, Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Yeah, it's real personal. I want to show y'all the aerial footage of Drake's home and how the police got it taped off. Check it out. Y'all see how they got it taped off? Y'all see where that tape go all the way to the door? You understand what I'm saying? And stop right there. That's all crime scene. So somewhere, I don't know if it's shell casings over there. I don't know if the intruder or whoever this guy was that shot the man at Drake's mansion, I don't know if he got that far up to Drake's house. I mean, that close up to Drake's house. And you know what I mean, started the shooting or whatever. But for some reason, that crime tape is there. It's not there for no reason. There's evidence of something over there. And that is way too close. That evidence is by this man's cars. You see what I'm saying? I can hear it now. A lot of y'all probably believing in y'all mind and saying out y'all mouth that, hey man, Kendrick Lamar in the West Side Compton Pyrus done slid. Come on, man. You know what? Excuse me. Kendrick Lamar in the West Side Bumpton Pyrus done slid. Come on, man. I'm talking about, man, if y'all entertaining those thoughts, for those of you who are entertaining them thoughts, come on. It's one thing to spin the block. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you can spin the block because your ops is a couple of blocks over this way. Your ops a couple of blocks down that way. But listen, the West Side Bumpton Pyrus is not finna go spin all the way to Canada. You understand what I'm saying? They is not finna catch no flight, drive no cars all the way over to Canada just to go, you know, shoot up at the mansion to shoot somebody that's not Drake. Come on, man. They got to carry guns and all that. Come on, look. And I'm not taking nothing from the West Side Bumpton Pyrus. I'm not taking nothing away from y'all. Y'all probably slide and do what y'all do. I'm not taking nothing away from y'all. But y'all know y'all ain't going to Canada, bro. Come on, we gonna keep it 100. Y'all is not sliding all the way to Canada. Come on. But here it is again, right? We got to understand the seriousness of this beef because threats have been made in this beef. Let's keep it real. Like, I'm talking about, like, Drake talking crazy like he'll spin the block and that he'll do this, he'll do that. Kendrick Lamar letting it be known that, hey, if this guy get out of pocket, I'm going to park him. And what that means by I'm going to park him means that I'm going to kill him. Not only that, if he ever come to California again, we going to extort him. And Drake is saying, look, I'm coming there to California wearing all my chains. Ain't nobody going to extort nothing. So this thing done got serious. But I hope it hasn't got this serious to the point where you got people from either camp, trying to kill one another. That's one of the things that I didn't want to happen. But like I said before, early on in this video, this beef right here is so deep that it might not be the camp. You understand what I'm saying? And what I mean by that it might not be Kendrick Lamar camp. It might not be Drake camp going at it. It could be the fans. The fans can start like going at it. I'm talking about and beefing. And the fans can take it upon themselves to start putting in work because they love Drake so much or because they love Kendrick Lamar so much. The fans. Do y'all understand what the word fan mean and where the word fan is derived from? It's derived from fanatic. That's where fan comes from, fanatic. And if you know anything about a fanatic is crazy. A fanatic is crazy. A fanatic will go to the extreme just to prove a point. A fanatic will go to the extreme just to be accepted. And a fanatic don't care about the consequences. Matter of fact, fanatics be happy. Yeah, what happened? Yeah, I'm the one that slid down on Drake's crib, gunned it up, shot his security guard for Kendrick Lamar. I did that. Take me to jail. You see what I'm saying? So we got to be real careful because there's no strange happenings. Ain't no way in the hell that these boys just get into this big rap beef. Now all of a sudden, Drake house getting shot up. It wasn't like that before. Drake house ain't never got shot up. Ain't nobody never got shot at Drake house. Now all of a sudden. And now Kendrick Lamar name all over in the paper. Now, and this right here is going to put a blotch on the beef. This right here going to put a blotch on everything because now somebody done got injured. Somebody done got shot. And this person that got shot possibly could lose their life. We don't know how injured they are. So for those of you who pray, extend a prayer to the brother. Pray for his family. If he got any kids and things like that, pray for understanding, courage, and comfort. Because we don't know how serious this man is injured. Let me say this right here before I depart. I hope that Kendrick Lamar ain't had nothing to do with this. I would like to believe in my mind that he is way more intelligent than that. But I'm talking about like you never know nowadays, y'all. Let's just keep it 100. You never know nowadays. But I would like to think in my mind that he's way more intelligent than that. But like I said before, you have these fans out here. You have these fanatics out here that would do something in your name. And you ain't even got nothing to do with it. So sometimes we got to be careful about the energy that we put out there because we got people out there that are looking up to us. We got people out there that are praising us. And we got people out there that will put in work for us. And we ain't even telling them to do nothing. This is hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.